Hi guys, my name is Michael. Welcome back. So in this video, I'd like to bring your attention to a few things. As you guys know, a lot is always happening in the crypto space, and the crypto space is undergoing a lot of transformations and a lot of changes. And so to the average retail investor, it can be very daunting or difficult to wrap your head around the changes that are, going on in the crypto market. Today, I want to share with you, this sort of transformation or transition that is currently underway in the crypto market and how to understand it and position for it so that you can make the most out of the next phase that we are coming into in the crypto space. Now, when it comes to the crypto market, a lot of retail investors have been praying for the arrival of the institution. We have been waiting for the institutions to come in because we all understand that the institutions have liquidity, right? And you need liquidity to move markets. You need liquidity to create bull markets, basically. So we've been praying for the arrival of the institutions. Now, the institutions have finally arrived in the crypto market, and it's important to understand what their arrival means to the crypto space and how the crypto space is going to change as we move forward and how to sort of understand those changes and position for them. Now, if you've been following crypto for any amount of time, you will know that there was sort of this early phase of crypto, right? And if you take the analogy of a human being, we can say that we had this childlike phase of crypto where, we had this wild, wild west sort of season in the crypto space where anything was allowed. No regulations, no boundaries. You can just come into the crypto space, create any project for any reason, and the project could go up to $1 million market cap or even $1 billion market cap. So we saw a lot of retail investors play with crypto in this way. People were creating crypto after their dog names. We had crypto, we had Floki, we had so many crypto. We had the dog team crypto, the cat team crypto, the frog team crypto. People were just creating cryptos for no reason, no value, no utility, and these cryptos were doing well, quote and unquote, right? And so that was what the early days looked like. And also the early days of crypto was controlled mainly by retail investors. As you guys know, due to the lack of regulations and, sort of guardrails, a lot of institutional players could not come in officially into the crypto space. So the crypto space was controlled by the retail crowd. So the retail crowd, with their little liquidity, were able to move markets, from one place to another and things like that. And this was done on purpose, right? The people, behind the scenes allowed the retailers to take charge of the crypto space so that they could learn, like machine learning, AI, they study, they train them. So they were using the data from the activity of the retail crowd to sort of understand the crypto space, understand adoption, and understand things. Do you get? So this was at that early stage of crypto was an experimental stage where the retailers were allowed to run wild. And if you paid attention further, you will notice that we moved away from that sort of childlike phase into a phase that I call like adolescence, right? Where we started seeing some semblance of, normalcy in the crypto space, legitimacy a little bit with the, with the rise of exchanges. We started seeing a lot of exchanges come out, Uphold, Kraken, Coinbase, all these exchanges started springing up. And with the rise of the exchanges, you also give some sort of legitimacy, little legitimacy to the crypto space because we saw things like, off-ramping, on-ramping, new KYC, things like that. So crypto started looking a little bit like a normal human being, if I can put it that way. Do you get? And so that was a particular phase. But right now, right, we're about to move into a new phase in the crypto space. And this is adulthood, maturity, right? And, like a normal human being, adulthood comes with responsibilities. It comes with, consequences as well, if you can put it that way. So we are moving into the adult phase of crypto, the maturity phase of crypto. And this is a phase where we have to throw away everything we have known about crypto, because everything we have known about crypto up until now has been based on the childhood and the adolescence phases of crypto. And now that we are coming into the adulthood phase of crypto, we have to relearn and understand this new phase that we are coming into. And that is why a lot of things that we are used to about the crypto space is no longer, some of the truths that we have come to know about the crypto space are no longer holding true. Things like this 4-year altcoin cycle is no longer sticking anymore because the game has changed. The arrival of institutions means that we have now entered adulthood and maturity in the crypto space. And we have to understand the changes that are going to come with the arrival of the institutional investors into the crypto space. So like I said, we have come into adulthood. As you guys know, asset managers, BlackRock, Fidelity, all these guys are now in the crypto space. We are seeing spot ETFs being filed and approved left, right, and center. Regulated custody, tokenization initiative, Franklin Templeton, all these guys are tokenizing their assets on the blockchain. So the institutional investors are here now, right? And with the arrival of the institutional investors comes also the arrival of discipline, right? It comes with the arrival of frameworks. It comes with the arrival of standardization. A lot of things are coming with the institutional investors. So the institutional investors are not just coming with liquidity. They are also coming with discipline. They are also coming with compliance. They are also coming with frameworks. So what we have always known about the crypto space, right, is changing right before our eyes. So a lot of people that have come into crypto with the mindset that I'm just going to invest in a project that has no value or no utility, is just going to pump. You see here this language from people invested in certain projects. Oh, I am waiting for this project to pump, right? Because they know sometimes that this project has no utility, right? Do you get? So all that mindset needs to change because the game truly in the crypto space has changed. So we are moving away from speculation and frenzy to a more structured financial integration. And this is something that we need to understand as we move forward. Now, if I want to give a summary of the change that is happening in the crypto space, I will say that we are moving away from meme to utility. It's going to be all about utility as we move forward from here on out. So projects will no longer be judged by hype or frenzy, but by function. Do you understand? By function, by what they do, the problem that they are solving, the processes that they are making efficient, right? When you see projects like Zebek, trying to make payroll efficient, when you see projects like XRP trying to solve liquidity issues and cross-border payments, when you see projects like XDC, trade finance, those are the projects that will do well in this next phase of crypto that we are coming into, because it's going to be all about utility. Everything we've known about crypto, all this altcoin language is going to change. It's going to be all about the utility tokens. What problems are these projects trying to solve? That is, their value will be attached to the problems that they're trying to solve as we move forward. So the focus is shifting away from just, the project is going up to what problem is this project solving? Right? So if you're someone that's invested in the crypto space, this is the time to start looking at your portfolio and looking at the projects that you're holding and asking yourself, what problem is this project solving? Right? Or am I just invested in this just because of hype, just because I'm hoping it will pump for no reason? Right? Is this just a community token, quote and unquote? Is this just a community token that will pump for no reason? Right? Because we are moving away from those phases. The days of tokens pumping up with no value and no utility are really over, right? We are going to see those occurrences diminish as we move further, and very soon they are going to die out completely, right? So it's important for you to understand this change that is currently underway in the crypto space. So crypto is growing out of the hype cycle and into its value cycle, right? So this is what you have to pay attention when you're investing in a project. What value is this project providing? Do you get? That is how to look at things as we move forward. And if there is a project that can be a mascot for what I'm telling you about, that if there's a project, right, that we can use as a mascot for what is going on in the crypto space right now, it will be this project, Shiba Inu. Now, this project, right, started out as a meme coin. Right, Shiba Inu started as a meme coin, but over the years it has transformed. It too experienced its childhood phase, its adolescence phase, and it has now come into its adult phase. So we have seen Shiba Inu transform from a meme coin into a utility coin, and this is what is going on in the crypto market as a whole. The crypto market is moving away from the days of meme and speculation into utility and maturity. Right? So Shiba Inu, this token, will be a good mascot for what is going on in the crypto space. Started out playful, started out as a meme, but right now has created a lot of utility, a lot of value around the token, right? And that is why, in my own opinion, Shiba Inu is a solid utility coin, right? A lot of people still look at it, and that is the mistake. That the mistake people make with Shiba Inu is the same mistake a lot of people are making with the crypto market right now. They cannot tell when things have changed. A lot of people still see SHIB as a meme coin, not knowing that a lot of things have changed behind the scene. A lot of people still see the crypto market as a frenzy, speculative market, not knowing that things are changing behind the scenes. So a lot is going on, and we must keep, we must be updated with the changes that are happening in the crypto market. So what does this change mean for you and me, right? Right now, we are moving away from meme to utility. It's going to be all about utility tokens as we move forward, right? We are moving away from frenzy to frameworks. The institutions are going to come with frameworks. They are going to come with compliance. They are going to come with so many things. We are moving away from chaos to credibility. We are moving away from altcoins to asset classes. So this whole altcoin thing, altcoin season is basically dead, in my own opinion. We are moving into utility token season. So the next phase, or the next bull market that we are expecting in token in the crypto space, we are going to see the utility tokens take center stage, because those are the areas that the institutional investors will be funneling their money into, right? We're talking about currencies like Ethereum, Solana, XRP, XLM, XDC, SHX, Velu, a lot of projects, Zebek. And I'm not invested in all these projects, but I'm telling you some of those projects that you can see their utility, and you can see their usefulness in the new financial system that we are coming into. So what this also means is that we are going to see the death of many projects. All those projects that have no value, that have gone up to $1 million, $billion market caps, are going to die a natural death. So if you're in some of these projects, your tokens have run up, it is time to start considering taking profits, because most of those projects that do not have any real world value or utility will die out eventually. It's going to be a slow one, but I'm telling you what the end case is going to be. So if you're looking at your portfolio now, you're asking yourself, all the projects that you're holding, what value, what problem are they solving? Are you just holding a token because it's called a community token and you're expecting it to pump at some point? Those occurrences are going to diminish as we move further down, as we move further in this cycle that we're in right now. So guys, I just thought I'd bring this to your attention. This is a sort of a moment where we need to stop and take stock of the projects that we are holding, right? You need to start looking at your projects and saying to yourself, what problem is this project solving? Am I just expecting a frenzy? Remember, now that the institutional investors are here, the retailers no longer control the market. So the days of seeing retail just pumping a token to astronomical figures are really over, right? The tokens that are going to be pumped, that are going to go up or appreciate in value, are going to be based on institutional liquidity. And the institutions will be investing based on utility and problem solving potentials, if I can put it that way. So it's important to understand these changes that are underway in the crypto market so that we can position rightly, we can position in the right projects, and obviously take advantage of, the liquidity pump that is coming into the crypto market. Anyway, guys, I just thought I'd bring this to your attention. Remember to like and subscribe if you like videos like this. And if you want to get access to my exclusive content, consider joining the membership here on YouTube and on Patreon. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye for now.